everything. I love you.
The less than a day I've known you has taught me all about what love really is. It seems to work, though, as he's turned back into a real boy.
Oh, hello.
You're alive. You did it.
This inspires the workers to rebel, and the Rat King and Queen decide to flee. Wow, that didn't take much.
Abandon the thinking. What?
Stop showing her, please.
Over some spoiled brat.
No, the fact that a casting director might actually see you in this is the reason to go.
Oh!
We kid. A psycho picture. So now there's rocket-powered Nazi rats. How did no ballet ever work that in? And Mary is locked in the elevator to protect her. Doing a bang-up job, as you can see.
I'm not afraid of you.
Okay, I'm afraid of you now. They kidnap her as they take her brother aboard a helicopter to fly away.
Try now.
You said you could fly this thing.
I know I can. I just don't know how to take off.
The essential fixing the helicopter scene. How did Tchaikovsky forget to write for that? As the dumber games are happening outside, the Rat King and Queen try to fly away, but the prince tries to stop them. Robotnik's designs were surprisingly effective!
Please don't do that.
The copter crashes and the day seems to be saved.
My bananas.
Still thinking about what Nazis did, assholes.
Look!
We finally see our villains for what they really are. Rats. Does a twist technically count if there's no twist in it at all? Wow, they're even putting lyrics to this? These jokers would put lyrics to 4 minutes and 33 seconds if they had the chance.
I'm sorry, Mary, but it's time for you to go home.
But this is my home.
No, this is only a dream, darling.
You think any person would consciously come up with all this shit?
Can I stay?
I'm afraid not. Your parents will miss you terribly.
In that they're really terrible at missing you. She returns home where she had the most strangest dream, and you were awful in it, and you, and you, and you.
I hope you don't mind, but I brought someone along. I would like you to meet my new neighbor, Nicholas Charles.
They call me NC for short.
He's really good at cracking nuts. That was a weird thing to say.
Look what I have. My father's magic pebble.
Again, great read, kid.
My father's magic pebble.
Oh, I never liked pebbles. It reminds me of sand. It's so coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. You were made for me. I can tell by your rush of emotion. So they end up skating, and I guess living happily ever after. It's not even really the grandest shot to end on. It's kind of dull. Good lord, I mean, I've heard about being tone deaf, but this is taste deaf. I can't believe how awful this was. It actually is hard to conceive how much stupidity and bad taste it has. It doesn't at all understand what the Nutcracker is about or even what Christmas is about. It 100% ignores all the important things they stand for, like peace and spreading joy and forgiveness and... Excuse me, I gotta talk to Rachel.
Bring it.
Well, Kevin, I'm just glad after everything you've been through, we can come together as one happy family. With your brother, Ted Bundy, your sister, Lizzie Borden, and me, the killer Charlize Theron played in Monster. Oh, come on, you guys.
Oh, cut. That was it, the final shot. Thank you guys so much for making my vision of Home Alone finally come true.
Well, thanks for putting us in it.
Shoot
Whatever
her.
it was.
Oh, hey, do you guys want to hang? I just have to edit this final scene, then it'll be uploaded. Oh, thanks, but we're actually going to go watch a Christmas special at the new studio, so to yourself. Thank you again.
Bring it.
Oh, Critic. Sorry, I assumed you didn't want to be in the rest of the movie.
No, I'm the one that's sorry. I mistook what you were making for who you really are, and I know that's not true. You're a good person and a good friend, and I'm sure you mean well by all of this.
Well, thank you. That's really nice of you to say.
With that said, I really don't know if it's a good idea to post this. I think people are gonna misunderstand.
Too late. It's already up.
Already?
Well, yeah, time moves faster on the internet. There's already a bunch of reviews for it.
It's just, you're really talented, Rachel, and I feel like you can add a lot more substance than just shock value.
Critic, we talked about this. Being shocking and defiant is at the center of what we do. I put psychotic killers in my kids' movies, and you say the F word while reviewing kids' movies.
That's not the only reason people watch. They watch for a lot more than that.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Go 1 year on the Nostalgia Critic without relying on the F word.
Alright, I will.
Terrific.
Fine. I already did.
Huh?
I just realized I already did. This whole year, I never said the F word at any of the new Nostalgia Critics, and people kept watching.
Well, that's not true. There was that one time when...
Wait. Did he go by a whole year without saying the F words? Leave that down in the comments below.
What about that time... Well, what does that mean then?
It means shock is nothing without some form of intelligence behind it, and that's what draws everyone in.
Well, I'm not trying to draw everyone in, just those gifted few who can see how unique I am.
You know, in trying to be unique instead of yourself, you might be like everyone else trying to do the same.
No, that's not right.
Alright. Well, we're going to be at the new location watching a Christmas special. You're welcome to join us if you want.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'll be there soon. Aha, reviews! Let's take a look.
Is he gonna
I
do
got
that?
a lot of problems with this serial killer version of Home Alone I just watched.
I can't believe they did this to Home Alone.
ABGN!
This is ridiculous.
This movie was the equivalent of being kicked in the gooch. Like, not even with like a soft, rounded toe Nike. This was the equivalent of being kicked right in the twain.
I can't even. A week of explosive diarrhea would be more entertaining.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen, and I was in the room.
Imagine building a Christmas tree out of
what?
Ever seen, and I was in the room.
Mark?
Imagine building a Christmas tree out of a cactus that was stuffed with asbestos and hornets. I feel like I'm having a reverse Grinch heart moment here.
This movie is so bad it makes Rhapsody Street Kids look like Toy Story.
What the hell did I just see? I'm not really sure what I just watched right now, but I'm a little scared.
I've seen some bad shit in my day. I've seen some bad movies, but this is sick.
Not everything has to be dark. This isn't a DC movie.
That was the worst. That was the opposite of good.
You know, I'm alone with serial killers. It's one of the worst things that I've ever seen in my life.
This is just out there, man. I thought I'd seen everything.
And you can't scare John Wayne Gacy away. If you put sharp objects on the ground that he steps on, it's just gonna make him more mad.
Not to mention you're remaking Home Alone, and you don't have a cameo from Macaulay Culkin playing his character from The Good Son. That's just a missed opportunity.
I thought the Nazis in Nutcracker 3D were bad, but this just takes the cake.
If you write this to paper, aren't you committing a crime?
I think you are. I think you actually should take this person and give them a longer sentence than any of the serial killers who star in this film.
Hey, Tamara, if you've never seen this movie, don't. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
But I don't get it. With some people like Nutcracker 3D, didn't they? Oh. Wow.
I've played and watched bad stuff, but even I am aware of the negative reception.
Hey, where are you guys?
We're here, Brad.
Okay, almost got it set up.
It's okay, there's no rush.
Hey, did I hear that right? You haven't said the F word in a year?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Are you gonna keep that up?
Fuck no. That's good to know I don't need to rely on it.
All right, we're all set.
All right, we ready to get this baby going?
They hated it. No one liked my version of Home Alone. I just found out no one even liked that version of the Nutcracker. I'm a fraud.
Yes, you are.
A little. Okay, yeah.
I
You can't deny
I just wanted to dive into the dark moments so that the happy moments seemed all the more important.
But you didn't understand the happy moments. You didn't even really understand the dark ones. Nutcracker in 3D is the same thing. Shock value is fine if the purpose outweighs the offense. It's supposed to provoke giving way to a positive idea or even make people feel better by laughing at how shocking it is. But it takes a lot of thought and a lot of skill to pull off correctly. When you focus too much on the negative without really exploring or understanding it, you get something that makes people not only feel dumber, but kind of dirty. The intent to bring something positive gets lost in the need to make yourself feel important. But honestly, the same can be said for being too positive, too. That can come across as mockingly condescending. Somewhere in between there's a balance that's tricky to hold, but can still be accomplished.
But how will I know what negative things and what positive things to focus on?
I don't know, it's different for everyone.
Yeah, people go through different experiences, so they're inspired by different things.
And even those things change. People, ideas, even places.
Just do your best and try to get inspired by those who understand it better than you. Speaking of which, you want to see what inspires us?
Oh, no, I've already put you guys through enough already.
Come on, get over here, come on! We watch this every year on our own. This is the first year we're finally watching it all together.
What's
Speaking
this?
of which, who's down for just skipping the special and going to the best part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. You got it, everybody. And Mom, there's a lot of people out there who don't associate Christmas with the best stuff. Maybe they're spending it alone, or maybe they associate it with a bad time. What can you say to people out there who are not having such a good Christmas?
This is the time of year to reach out to someone else who's lonely or is having a hard time and do something nice for them. Because when you do that, you will feel less lonely inside of yourself as well. It's a perfect time of year to do something for somebody else and think of others.
That's really nice, Mom. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Let's watch it again.
Oh.
Look what I have. My father's magic pebble.
So, I've seen a couple of versions of the Nutcracker. The most hated Nutcracker movie is the most appropriate title. Like, what the fuck? Whoever made that, just what the hell? I got nothing. I got nothing.